Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, the 22nd day of August 2024. A lot of people have been asking questions like, after the end of End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria, what next? What are the citizens going to do? Because the aim of the protest has not been achieved, despite there is a level of awareness and fear that the government is trying to have before the people. But a lot of people are asking questions. What are we going to do next? So there have been a lot of things going on in Nigeria. And today is also a public opinion arena where we are going to hear from people what they think that the people should do. Because the things that the government is doing now, it seems that they don't care about anything, despite the agitations of the citizens for them to do the right thing. So what is the next move? We are going to go through a lot of things today. So stay with me while we go. Tell me, what is going to stop a revolution not to happen in Nigeria? Because when you are talking about something today, tomorrow, another greater thing is going to happen. How many of you remember there was a man, a traditional ruler from Sokoto State, Sabo, Bini, local government area, something like that. So this man has been begging the federal government to come to his rescue. He was under the siege of the bandits. He was kidnapped. So this man has been begging the federal government for them to come to his rescue and so on and so forth. It was recently reported that this man has been killed. What will make the anger of the people not to be triggered into, erupting a revolution in Nigeria? Now, before we go into the details of what we are going to say today, there is this interview I would like us to watch from Arise News by Deji Adeyanju. He explained in details that it is not yet over, that the government should not celebrate. And one thing that Nigerians are complaining is that any protest that is going to erupt in Nigeria again must not be scheduled, like what we have been hearing about the October protests and so on and so forth. Let's take a look at what Deji said while we come back to deliberate this matter. Stay with me.
Let me start with you, Deji. 10 days of rage That's how it was described, and that's how long the protests lasted. What do you think they achieved, and what did they fail to achieve?
I think by and large we've achieved to reinforce the fundamental right to freedom of assembly in our country, and that Nigerians are not slaves in their country, and that we are not a conquered people, because it was almost appearing that Nigeria was an annex of the Bola Tinubu empire, and many of the traditional rulers who had gone to pay homage in the presidential villa, and also traditional religious leaders, and who were now trying to compel people not to protest. It was beginning to look like a monarchy. But on August 1st, 2024, we proved to the Nigerian people that we are not a conquered people, and that we do not cower in the face of intimidation, threats, and harassment. In fact, the security architecture in the country practically was threatening the entire nation, that they must not protest. But we proved it. The protests did happen. The protests are not yet over. So people who are in government or supporters or sympathizers of government should not celebrate yet. Nigeria is like the Titanic. Nigeria is going through unimaginable turbulence. The only people who are having a good time are those who are in government, or sympathizers of those who are in government. If you look all around us, people are wearing different kinds of life jackets just to barely survive. Businesses are folding up daily. Even international businesses are exiting the country. When we, the protesters, we asked for rice. We never at any point asked for rice in the course of the good governance protest, but the government was sharing rice even before the protest, during the protest, and after the protest. We asked for an improved security architecture for the country. The government is sharing rice. We asked that they bring back subsidy. The government is sharing rice. We asked that they amend the constitution to have a people-oriented constitution, because this particular constitution was written by the military. They just gathered together and wrote the constitution. We asked for a people-oriented constitution. They are sharing rice. The people asked for cheaper fuel, and that the refineries in the country should work. They share rice. So rice sharing is not the solution to our economic, societal, and political problem. We ask for cutting costs of governance in the country. The president buys a new presidential jet. He launches it in grand style. He goes off to go and chill in France. So this government, they are insensitive. They are deaf and dumb. Even if protesters were to negotiate with the government, unarmed protesters across the country, they shot and killed them. That's the kind of government you want to negotiate with. The fears of the protesters that if they had a leader, that they would be targeted were justified during the protest, because even right here, I was right there in Eagle Square, and the police were attacking us, unarmed protesters. It took the intervention of even other security agencies to tell the police to stop attacking protesters right here. The police attacked journalists. Thank God your colleagues, I saw at least 3 of your colleagues from this media platform who were at the stadium when the police attacked us. So when people come and say that the protesters were not ready to negotiate, how can you say people are not ready to negotiate when the government is not making any attempt to meet any demands before the protesters? I was on this platform before the protest, and I said the president can still prevent this protest from even taking place in the first place, that the president can meet 1 or 2 of the demands of the protesters. And if the president does so, I even suggested that if the president brings back fuel subsidy, that he will be celebrated in this country. And that because there's already fuel subsidy, so the idea of saying that subsidy is gone is a scam, is a lie. That in fact, we pay triple what we used to pay for subsidy. In fact, this president should return us back to the subsidy regime of Buhari, which was better for the nation, when a liter of fuel was selling for 167 naira. Now, no subsidy. We are paying almost 1 trillion naira per month. Under Buhari,
we almost 1,000.
Yes,
not 1 trillion.
Yeah. So
right.
Under Buhari, we were paying almost about 300 and something billion per month.
Right.
This is not the first time protesters are protesting and having demands. The demands of the protesters during NSAS was not met. While NSAS was going on, key leaders of the NSAS movement met with government, but nothing was done. Do you meet a government that is not willing, not ready to negotiate? That because Look at the amount of resource that was put into stopping this protest. Imagine we just put that energy into fixing the country. Look at, we never knew until the End Bad Governance protest that we have this amount of security mobilization in the country. That means we can actually tackle the insecurity problem in the country if we want. It simply means some people in somewhere do not want the insecurity problem in the country to be solved. Because here in the FCT, the police said they deployed over 4,000 something officers. Imagine what 4,000 officers will do in Zamfara, Sokoto, and Kebbi. It will have prevented the emir who was just killed in Sokoto from being killed. You know, an emir was abducted, displayed by bandits, killed, an announcement was made by bandits in a country that has government. In this same country, protesters, 1,400 protesters have been arrested by the protester-in-chief, who has always been protesting, who is a chief critic of others. These are people who call a sitting president kindergarten president and all sorts of names. And nobody had any issue with them. Why? It's now their turn to receive criticism and to receive protests. All of a sudden, protesters now must meet government. Protesters now must have an identified leader. For us, from where we are standing, we do not see any sign of goodwill from the president. The most brazen of lack of any care for the Nigerian people is the presidential jet that he just launched. 150, whopping 150
I have to
billion.
admit, that's a difficult one to justify. But I'll come to you on that.
Whopping 150 billion. The jet that he replaced is still almost a new jet. In the US presidential jet is almost 50 years old. The British Prime Minister was still flying commercial of recent. Look at, even when it comes to cost of governance, the US president, everything he eats in the White House, he pays for it. If he orders any fish, he pays. Anything.
It's not like you like fish.
No. I'm speaking to the heart of cutting costs.
Right, I
in
understand
governance.
what you mean.
And so, look at the convoy of the president. The day the president was going to France, I was coming from Lagos.
Yeah, but he just said that he wants a cup.
The day that the president was going to France, I was coming from Lagos. My Dr. Charles, you will not believe the convoy of the president is enough to get the president impeached if things were working in this country, sincerely speaking. And additionally, it's important to note that the demands of the protesters were not hatched in a room. Government knows the demands of the protesters. These are popular demands. They resonate with the Nigerian people. The economy is hurting because we have floated out the naira. The economy is hurting. We know that for a fact, Nigeria is dependent on petrol. And the protesters have explained why reverting to the old price of fuel will help the economy. Because what the president thinks he's saving the nation, but he's actually subsidizing the governors. The president is subsidizing himself and politics. Okay, you don't want to subsidize the poor. You don't want to subsidize. When you subsidize the poor, you are subsidizing the economy. But you want to subsidize Akpabio. The other day I was in Lagos, I saw the cover of Akpabio, God's will Akpabio, the Senate president, who said we should go and be protesting. He will be in his house eating. For him, it's always about eating. The most important thing and most relevant thing for me as a citizen is that when this president came on board, May 29, 2023 last year, the president was clear, he was emphatic. He said, dear citizens of Nigeria, who are my citizens? I'm appealing to you that you should all make sacrifices for this country. Have Nigerians not made sacrifices in the last 1 year? Have Nigerians not tried? Nigerians can barely breathe. And when this president won the election, he said, let the poor breathe. But he's practically suffocating the life out of citizens daily. This new jet, Dr. Charles, I was at the airport. Is one of the...
I'm not a doctor, by the way. You can just call me. You can just call me Charles.
Charles, you know, let me tell you, that jet is a passenger plane that can comfortably take 250 passengers. I saw the plane myself. The president does not need that kind of luxury. He doesn't. Because Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world.
Yeah, that was Deji Adeyenju, yesterday on the Arise News. The Nigeria government are professionals. I mean, the Nigeria government, both the legislatures, both the executive, they are professionals in making sure that they will be killing you and you will not feel the pain. They are specialists when it comes to propaganda. They will make sure that they are the cause of your pain, but in the reverse, they will make you not to react. Nigeria is a country where the politicians are very good in making the citizens not to react. They have many ways of manipulating your emotions to feel like, does this country worth dying for? Does this country worth dying for? And in the reverse, they are killing you. They are making sure that you will not breathe. They are making sure that nothing, I mean absolutely nothing, will be your benefit for being a citizen of a country. That is what is going on. Now, tell me, in this country, what will make revolution not to happen? I am saying this, that I want government to continue to make mistakes. I want this government to continue to be more wicked. You know why? Because part of Nigerian citizens are already fed up, but some parts are so coward, are so reluctant, are so selfish, are so dull, not prepared for any revolution, not prepared, not for any action. They are just there keeping quiet. And that is why I continue to say that this government, I want them to continue to make mistake upon mistake. Let them continue to be more wicked, because I am understanding that part of the people can't do this, but everybody can do this. If we join hands together and make sure, despite, see, these politicians, they are using the opportunity that a lot of people are agitating to leave the country. They are now saying, yes, since people are agitating to leave the country, no problem. People will not be interested in fighting the government. That is what they are leveraging. Since people want to leave the country, yes, a lot of people will not be there to ask government, what are you doing? Because they are not interested in the country. They lied. That is one of the greatest mistakes. As far as these people are not allowing us to breathe, Nigerians should make sure they suffocate them. And that is what we want to do. And a lot of things have not been achieved because, like in the last protest, a lot of people complain that any protest that is coming to Nigeria should never be announced. Maybe a date of protest should be announced. Tomorrow we're having protest, next tomorrow we're having protest, and so on and so forth. Because this government, they are prepared to just clamp down the protesters because they know that that is their fear. Boko Haram is not their fear. They are ready to leave Boko Haram to be working, bandits to be working, kidnappers. It doesn't concern them. What concerns them is that once you rise and want to challenge the status quo, you are the target. They will use DSS, they will use police, they will use everything. You see what is happening to Joe Ajero and so on and so forth. Now, I'm glad that people are beginning to talk. People are understanding that this government don't mean well for us. The other day, former Minister of Solid Minerals, Obi Ekwesinde, was on the Channels television. He said a lot of things about Tinubu's government. He said that Tinubu is a bandit. I'm not the one that said it. Take a listen.
To play with the intelligence of the Nigerian public. Between the executive, the president, the presidency, the National Assembly, I think they are decided that they are the bandits. They are the bandits. All of them. The political class has decided that they are the bandits against the people of Nigeria. Because I do not...
And that is absolutely correct. The political class have decided that they are the bandits against the people of Nigeria. I want you to take your time and watch this interview to the end and understand where we are as a nation, because if we are talking, some persons don't understand what is going on because the thing has not hit them hard. Someone was writing to me yesterday saying, why are you so bitter? Why do you hate Tinubu? Why do you hate Nigeria? I said, come on. I do not hate Nigeria. I hate to see people dying without government taking action. I hate to see injustice. I hate to see what is going on. I do not hate Tinubu. But I hate to see a somebody who calls himself leader, whereas he doesn't wear any clothes of leadership. So this is not personal something, but I want people to understand where we are and what is going on. Take a listen to the end.
To play with the intelligence of the Nigerian public between the executive, the president, the presidency, the National Assembly. I think they are decided that they are the bandits. They are the bandits. All of them. The political class has decided that they are the bandits against the people of Nigeria. Because I do not see how it is feasible that the topmost priority of a government that has this level of biting hunger in the land, this level of poverty, where its people are dropping into poverty per minute, would consider the purchase of a befitting aircraft for the president, the construction of a 20 billion naira home for the vice president, the purchase of all kinds of funny-looking cars, and the fleet of the National Assembly members and the executive. What exactly is that? And I speak with a lot of moral authority. I served this country. They want everything about what I earned. They can find it in their folder. As a minister, they have something called Minister's Impress or something vote. My PAMSEC, Abokizawa, will tell you until tomorrow that I did not touch a dime. So when people say all these things, were you not in government? I was in a sane government. I wasn't in a government that watches women screaming, Ebin Power, we're hungry, we haven't eaten. People used to do 0, something or 0, 1. Today, families write and say, our children haven't eaten in the last 3 days because we just cannot afford the prices in the market. When inflation is at 40%, it erodes the poor. It literally, look, central banks exist to manage inflation.
Can you blame the presidency? This is the explanation of the presidency.
I am very upset.
The recommendation, yes, according to Bayo Onanuga, says the recommendation to replace the B737.
Who is Bayo Onanuga?
Is a special advisor to the president on information and strategy. And he wrote and said the B737 700 BBJ followed, the replacement followed an investigative hearing by Nigeria's parliament by
Nigeria's parliament?
Yeah, that
my goodness, how ridiculous does that
record and cost efficiency, especially after it malfunctioned during a trip to Saudi Arabia. If you were president, wouldn't you get a befitting aircraft, or would you fly a commercial aircraft?
If I were president and I see the people of my country in this state of affairs, and I would go out and buy an aircraft for myself, you got another thing coming, Shehu. When you are a leader, you are first in the line to inconvenience yourself. That's what leadership is about.
So
who told you that leadership is about luxury? Who told you? You see, this version of political leadership in our country, I think Nigerians need to wisen up. There is nothing about leadership that gives an advantage over the people. The leader is the one who takes the cost so that the people can get the benefit. That's what leadership is. This bunch of people in the National Assembly, in the executive, in government houses, in the states, these are not political leaders. Until we get to the place where we're saying to ourselves, the greatest risk and danger to the sustainability and viability of Nigeria is the political class of this country. These are rascals by every definition of the word. And I am not mincing words about it, because if you look at the choices that our political class are consistently making, you can see clearly that they don't care about the country. This country can go to ruin for as long as these people are able to feed the avarice, this appetite unending appetite for just gnawing away at the public treasury, they are fine. But if citizens are fine with it, so be it. If we're not fine with it, there is a class war that they have launched against the people. And that war needs to be fought.
Oh, yes.
Let me pause you for another moment.
That
You're
war
saying
needs
this
to be
because
fought.
we're not in power. Those who are in the National Assembly says they need vehicles to run the show, to be able to reach their constituency. The National Assembly has said there is a safety problem with the aircraft of the president. You worked under a government that President Obasanjo bought a brand new aircraft. Why are you upset that this government is buying an aircraft that is so cheap? And the price had gone so low, and that those who say if you were in government,
I'm sure you don't.
You probably would have done the same.
Oh please, that's you know, that's the kind of beer parlor talk that I don't have time for, because you know, I mean, the case is very clear. Take for example the matter of what ministers were earning when I was in government. In my own case, I actually, by going into government, I took a 90% cut of my salary compared to what I was earning as a staff of Harvard University. So this is nonsense talk. For anybody to say you were in government, who are you comparing with who in this country? On the matter of profligacy that we've seen in governance, please.
Is this government luxurious in its approach? Did you see anything that looks luxurious in the approach of this government to lifestyle?
I think you're telling me that you're going to ask me questions to infuriate me, so that I will get angry. Thank you very much for doing that. So the thing is, when your priorities are all going in the direction of things that do not add in any way to the productivity and competitiveness of the economy that you are responsible for, and your people are sliding more and more in poverty, especially your young are looking at their future and seeing it bleak. And all you're saying is, I justify the fact that I need a new aircraft. I justify the fact that we really need vehicles that cannot stop on the road because we are senators and we're members of the House. Oh, I justify my being given a brand new house as vice president of the country. And you're justifying just nonsense investment. No, they're not even investments. Nonsense wastes of public resources. And you're telling me to debate that. There's nothing to debate. I can tell you clearly that there is a sell-by date for this kind of behavior. It can't sustain. We just don't have the bandwidth for it to sustain. Where are they going to? This is not going.
That is from the former Minister of Solid Mineral, Obi Ezekwesili, on Channels Television a few days ago. This kind of behavior is not sustainable. It is a very sound message to everyone who finds himself in the position of authority that this rascality we are seeing in Nigerian political atmosphere is not sustainable. There is nothing, not gun can sustain it. They cannot use any thugs, any gun to sustain this kind of behavior. And I said earlier that I want this government to continue to make severe mistakes. I want Tinubu to continue to make more mistakes, because it seems that Nigerians are not yet ready. It seems that Nigerians are not yet ready. Because when we are ready for this government, it's not someone that will tell us, come out in the street. And that is why I'm telling everyone, any protest that we are going to have again is not going to be scheduled. It's going to be a day you will wake up and you see people in the street and you join them. And I think the fuel price is about to go up more. Yes, I am happy about that. Because if you are dealing with government that don't care, you want more things to happen that will push people to stop it. We don't have solution to stopping these people unless the people are fed up. Only part of people, some persons are fed up in Nigeria. Others are still playing around. Even some persons that their villages are deserted. Even some persons that they are killing them. Every evil thing happening in their villages, yet they don't care. They are waiting for maybe an angel to come down from heaven to save them. As far as we are concerned, The next move will not be scheduled. Tinubu should not celebrate yet. Tinubu should not rejoice yet. There is fire on the mountain. As I speak to you, the rate of insecurity is increasing. I just told you about what happened in Sabo Bini, Sokoto State, where a traditional ruler, an emir, was begging federal government. Bandits, they were videoing this man. They were asking this man to, ask government to bring money, and so this man was begging. Now, the federal government did not even send any troops. They did not send police to go and rescue this man. That was how this man died. He died mercilessly. And someone will come out to tell us that we have a country. No, we don't have a country. I think in this show, we are going to open our lines. So let's begin to receive calls from people, because we really want to discuss a lot of things today to understand what is going on and what people should do, because people are keeping quiet so much. Let's have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Please, you can off your YouTube there, because your YouTube is backward, so that you can hear from us. Good afternoon. Please, can you off your YouTube? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sister.
I'm calling from Spain.
Thanks for just... Please tell us your name as well.
My name is Joy Anthony Osagie.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm from Edo State.
Okay.
Benin.
All right, we can hear you.
The problem we have in Nigeria is that there are so much, what do they call it, tribalism and so on. We cannot leave a country like that with tribalism. Yoruba people always problem with Igbo, and now they want to join the Edos with the Igbo to have problem. We, the Edos, we love Igbos. We got married to them. We always do business together. They are all in Benin City. They're doing a lot of business. Together we do business together. I see no reason why the Yoruba people want Igbos and Benin and the Edolite to start having problems.
But not all of them. I think it will be better you say some.
Some, I'm sorry to use that language. Yeah. Some of them.
Yeah.
I don't really like their character. Even here in Europe, at times I have one here upstairs. I've Ekpa, but at the end she fucked me up. And at times she see me outside. She don't talk to me.
Okay.
But when she was looking for a place to stay, she was begging me upside down, please help me. I'm looking for a place to stay. Please help me out. Then I told her, no problem. I will talk to the landlord, the place I'm living. I will talk to the landlord because I've been here for three years now. I used to pay my rent on the 1st. I've never owed the man one day for husband. Then I spoke with my landlord. He's a Spanish man. Then he told me, no problem. I wanted to give the house to another person, but I will try and give it to your friend. Then later, the man give the house to her. She's here upstairs. I'm there in the 3rd floor. She's in the 4th floor. If she see me outside, she will just show me as if she don't know me.
Okay. What do you think we should do about this to settle all these things and to make people understand that politicians are the problem, not we the victims?
Yes. Politicians are really the problem in Nigeria. What we need to do is that the day of their fucking protest, they should not announce it again that they want to do protest. No, they should not fall outside. And when they are going, they should not go with empty hand. I see no reason why you are asking for your own something. You will be there kneeling down to beg them. That's no protest. That's no protest. I call that Chinese protest. Somebody is killing you. collecting your food from your mouth. You are there, kneeling down, begging that person. No, that's rubbish protest. If they are all going, they should mix something like a pepper inside the water. And it's so safe we should pour acid in a can and throw it on the police people eye. You see all of them, they will start running.
You mean they should? You mean they should? I want to.
The bad Nigeria people, they are not in Nigeria again. They are in Europe.
Yeah, I want to ask question like, is it when police? You mean if police attack them, they should use it to defend themselves?
Yes. When the protest starts, if police want to attack them, they should want something. It's not that they will go there with as if they are going to put their life on danger. You cannot go there to fight people that want to kill you with Bible, or so we go there our own Bible, calling Jesus. No. We have something. We also have something dangerous. You want it with you. Hold it with you. Even if you don't show them, they will not see it. They will not see that you have things like that. Before you pour 2 acid on 3 or 4 or 5 policemen or soldiers, they will all run. And they will just go there and start saying peaceful protest. We are hungry. Okay. They all know that we are hungry. We have to go there and do something. Not that we'll go there. If not, they should all stay at home, eh? If they know they don't want to go there with violence, they should all stay at home and not go there to go and start kneeling down and begging them, calling, hey, Tinubu, come to our aid. Hey, we are hungry, a big power. What kind of fucking a big power is that? You have to go there with your eyes open. Not you go there, go to the street with your eyes closed, kneeling down, begging them when they are there killing you. No. They should not go there with something tangible, important. If let me see another Nigeria, this way, where person the street, where person not there, as you come go there, where attack about 3 or 4 police, the rest go wrong. Guys, they go wrong. If they carry something where they put out, carry follow what they things like acid. This will not be peaceful protest. We are not doing peaceful protest again. Nigeria don't pass that age when they do peaceful protest. What kind of peaceful protest is that? Oh.
All right. So
I'm really hungry. I'm hungry.
No, the situation will make everyone to be angry. So our sister calling from Spain, from Benin City, Edo State, is saying that when people are going to protest again, that they shouldn't call it a peaceful protest, because if it is a peaceful protest, police will not kill people. And she's talking about we defending ourselves. We should go with pepper. We should go with. All right.
Because the last protest they did, about 60 people died. The stupid what do they call it? The election that they did the other day. A lot of people died. Even one woman that I know in Benin got married to Delta man with 3 children. The poor lady died. A lot of people died. Look at the other one that they stab her. Don't you see that this thing is not easy something? That's what I'm trying to tell Louis there. They should look at that election in Edo State like a child play. No, me hire guys, correct guys who they say go give money. Me the constant police unit that day because bad boss man go there that day. Me I don't view all the things. I'm waiting. The peaceful protest, Nigeria no need peaceful protest. Nigeria supposed to do protest that is even harder than Kenya.
We have heard you.
I just see for Nigeria because the bad women and the bad men that are in Nigeria, especially that in those states, they all left. They know what they are doing. They send all of us to Europe. They send the crazy ones to Europe first. Then they leave the ones that are there. I don't know what to call them. What I leave boys and girls. They come there now. You think they pay me?
It's paining everyone, not only you, because the situation. You even thank God. You even thank God you are not in Nigeria, that you are in Europe. Most people who are in Nigeria don't know.
I'm in Europe, my brother, but I'm Philippines. You know that any money that I have to share. If for example, I have €800 now. I will make sure that €700 is going to Nigeria. I will only just €100 after paying my house rental. Then I will send everything to Nigeria. Give this one to this one, this one. You know, Benin people now. Do you know why they are all cooling down? Because they have people here in Europe that do send money for them. So that one will make them not to cool down. But I cannot really say that we should stop sending our people money. No. That is why we are here. We have to send our people money because we need people. We don't come to Europe and sit down without helping our family. No, we don't do that. So we must try at any means we can to help our family over there. But that doesn't mean that they will just, because we are sending them money, they will just sit down and relax, that they are not going to do something. The other day, Obaseki rushed down there and tried to cool them down because he knows that if he don't come the Edo lights down at that moment in Ring Road, they will start choking each other or destroying Nigeria things, destroying Edo state things there. That's why you see how he rushed down there to start to talk to the people. So I don't really know, my brother. I'm so tired. Any day I'm looking at Nigeria problems in the telly here in YouTube. I used to watch you all the time. I feel bad for you and Mayeku. And that's the one I'm watching. I used to watch Mayeku also. Mayeku is very nice. He's doing the same work as you are doing.
Very nice. Mayeku, he is professional in what he's doing. I really like the guy.
I just pray that Nigeria should have that thought that Nigeria don't need peaceful protest. Nigeria has long gone. Nigeria has long gone. So even imagine I'm getting to 45 years now. I've not, since I was born, I've not seen that Nigeria is okay. No. I met it and I've seen on it till now. Imagine if we go to this thing Madrid to go for our passport. Do you know how much it collect? They will say, okay, you will pay €150 for the internet printing, that the paper that you hold to go and collect to go and thumb print. Then after paying that, you will still pay €50 for thumb print. And after that, you will still pay another €350. That's the one I paid about 3 months ago. You will still pay €350 again. Don't you see? You still pay €350. Calculate all those money you see. It's going to about 700,000 naira. That's why you see now that they said, okay, we will add money to it, but the diaspora, they will not add money to them because they know that they paid more.
Yeah. They
paid 100 times than the one that they are paying in Nigeria now.
That is right. If you tell people that people in diaspora use up to 1,800,000 just to get their passport, people won't believe.
800 on 1 million. I've not even talked about the transport of going to Madrid because I stay in Alicante. I've not even talked about going and coming. Going and coming is about €100. €100 gives you about 150,000 naira in Nigeria now. I've not add that one to ritual. You see that all the money is going to about 1 million to 1 million for one.
It's so pathetic.
So they want to do protest, They shouldn't go there with eye closed or kneeling down, begging governor, begging Tinubu, come to our aid, this one come to our aid. No, they shouldn't do that. They should go there with correct things, holding good things that maybe you spray one police or 3 police together.
I think you should.
area, they don't go that area again.
I think you should put it like this, that, you know, first of all, self-defense is your fundamental human right. We've got to defend ourselves. Yeah.
Maybe I didn't put it well. Self-defense, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So if someone is threatening you with gun and you spray the person pepper, it's not a bad self-defense.
I'm not talking about pepper. Guy, leave pepper. What is the pepper? Pepper, you go corner, go wash your face. Pepper never come out. No! Pour acid! Pour acid! You see, say police go the wrong. They find they don't go come that area again. Not trying to tell you. This Nigeria problem not be what they go do with your eyes closed. May eye open, may go wrong, may go trap, people go the wrong. What is the answer wrong? That one is nothing now. Oh, the thing they pay me, eh? Wait, you miss even kerosene and this thing, bottle. You don't burn that rock.
Thank you so much for your contribution and your opinion.
The airport, Action Rock, police station, all those places, all those areas, they go attack all those areas. Go is that place where Ekpa for the talking rubbish, they bust everywhere. People go cool down. How the thing go solve in 2 minutes? Oh. Boss, thank you.
It's okay. You really need to cool your temper now, eh? You see, Nigeria.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let me go and drink coffee to cool my mind because I'm really hungry. Thank you, bros.
All right.
May God bless Nigeria.
There is something Professor Pierre Lumumba said. I want you to watch it. He says something that I want to explain to you.
Many of us from the north are famed for cattle keeping. And when you are driving the cattle through different grazing grounds, the cattle believe that you love them so much because you protect them from the elements, because you protect them from other wild animals. But if the cattle were to know that you are the one who would end up eating them, they would treat you very differently. Invariably, they do not know. And therefore, you will continue controlling them the way you do, and you will continue eating them the way you do. But it's a totally different case when you are leading human beings. They are not like cattle. You may lead them in a particular direction. You may think that you have lulled them into a false sense of security. You may think that you have deadened their minds. But always remember that one day, if you don't do that which is good and right for your fellow men, there is a day of reckoning. There is a day of reckoning, and history has demonstrated that it can come in the twinkling of an eye. History has demonstrated that kings have been toppled. History has demonstrated that presidents have been removed. History has demonstrated that great men have been cut down. History has demonstrated that men can rise when they are misled. History has demonstrated that men are indeed capable of rising up. You know, I always read these words of the American Declaration of Independence because I love them. They apply to humanity.
That was Professor Pierre Lumumba, a renowned Kenyan lawyer and international speaker. I thank God he was speaking to a Nigerian audience where the governors, the corrupt politicians, the emirs, the obas, the obi, he was speaking to them. Now I want to explain something he said that I love so much. He said that if the header or the headers, if they are leading the cattle will feel that, oh, these headers, they are the one leading me, they are protecting me. Even sometimes, if you want to attack the header, the cattle will come after you. They can run after you. They can even kill you because you want to attack the header who is leading them. But he says that if the cattle should know that the headers are leading them to sell them or to kill them, they will treat them differently, but they don't know. And that is the situation many Nigerians have found themselves today. Because we think, we believe that, oh, these people are leading us. These people are your leader. You don't know that they are leading you to go and sell. You don't know that they are leading you to a false hope. You don't know that they are giving you false hope. If you only know that these people are going to sell you, these people are going to kill you, you will treat them differently. But unfortunately, you don't know. You don't know. That is why our mothers can tie wrapper and go and welcome politicians, welcome governors, welcome senators. If they tie a little road, a very short kilometer of road, everybody will be praising them. I ask question, who owns the money they use to tie road? If someone tied your road, what you should expect from the person is, how much do you use to tie this small road? Because it is your money. Nigerians should emancipate themselves. No matter where you are, from the north to the south, east to the west, you must be able to understand that every bad step of the government is against you. Either you want secession, you want this, you want that. As far as the country remains like this, everybody is going to go through what we are going through together. And that is why I am telling everyone, it is time for us to reason together as victims. It is time for us to reason together. Now, I want to give you a story, and that is what is going on in Nigeria. There was a story I was told, the cattle, they were moving, not cattle, I mean dogs, they were moving a group of numbers, about 10 and 20 of them, and they saw a lion. They saw a lion coming. Now, when they ran, they divided. The lion started pursuing them. But when they came together, 20 of them, they came together. The lion could not resist them because 20 dogs, they are capable of defeating a lion. The lion have to run back. And that is to say, when we divide as a people, the politicians who are like a single lion, they can come after us. But when we are united, there is nothing they can do against us. That is just the simple thing there. When we are united, there is nothing they can do against us. But when we are divided, they can do everything against us. We are wounded civilians today because that is what we deserve. We are here talking about tribalism every time, tribalism. And most of these times, the government are leveraging on our division to hurt us. The government are leveraging on everything we are doing to hurt us. But I just pray that these things will not get out of hand. Because as I speak to you now, a lot of bad things are happening in Nigeria. I'm not even talking about only what the Tinubus. And when I mean Tinubus, I mean Tinubu and his cabinet. I don't even mean what they are doing personally, but what their policies are causing, what their failed and weak governance are causing. Just imagine people dying anyhow from the northeast and west. No, we don't have any media that report what is going on in Nigeria. Forget about all this news we are bringing out. If we have media that brings out what is happening in Nigeria, they will shut the media down. Because what is happening in Nigeria, it is incomprehensible. You cannot even say, oh, this is really happening. Evils. So many things are happening in Nigeria, but we must resist it. The earlier we understand that there is no way we are running for this thing, the better for us. So let's have a caller. Hello, good morning, sir.
Mr. Okocha.
My brother.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You change your times, man. So I don't even know what time you come online no more. So.
All right. I think I know who is calling. That is Bosco from. Is it from Atlanta? Okay, yeah. It's a regular conduct. Yes, sir. I changed the time, but I did not change it permanently. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. So what is, although I was listening, but I didn't get, well, I guess it's nothing else if not the problem of Nigeria, right?
You said?
It's the topic is all about the problem of Nigeria. Is that correct?
Yeah, the problem of Nigeria, and also, we know that there is an unscheduled protest that people are about to do because they have seen that the scheduled protest was hijacked by the government. And a lot of problems are going on in Nigeria. People are dying more than before. And just as I was saying, if any media should report what is going on in Nigeria, I think the media will be shut down because the rate of things going on in Nigeria itself is not what media. In fact,
my brother, let me be honest with you. Anything the media, I look at Nigerian media as an envelope media where all of them has there's some certain things that the government wanted to report, and some certain things that the government don't want them to report. Let me tell you, man, I don't even know what we, even though we're not there in Nigeria, the way that are here, we feel the brunt so much to pain because we listen to the news, we follow everything that's going on, and we are not happy because most of us have been here for a very, very long time. I want to come back home because we have everything over there that we need. It's just because of the bad leadership, the bad rulers that are leading us. So the good to think about it, and you see that country called Nigeria, like we all know, the reason why Nigeria is going backwards, simply because the country has expired. I don't know how else to even try to quantify it. The experiment that was given to us is from 1914 to 2014. That's 100 years after the experiment. And since then, you categorically, I know you went to college, you went to university or whatever. If they ask you one thing you have achieved from Nigeria, there's nothing you can pinpoint. Most of us that are right here.
I have not achieved anything as a Nigerian. Nigeria have not done anything for me.
That's true. So most of us are left Nigeria. We leave Nigeria because to come abroad because abroad is so that's we love it over here. Yeah, it's a good life and everything. We understand that before you the good life or whatever, you have to put a whole lot of work into it. You have to as I'm talking to you now, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's a daily routine. I have to get up, go to the gym. After going to the gym, I have to get 7 o'clock, I'm on my way to go to work. And once I leave the house, I don't come back till about 7 o'clock, 12 hours every day, Monday through Friday. You understand what I'm saying? So is this like you enjoy? Do you think I have this kind of I have to stress myself in this kind of job? No, it's not possible. But because I have to provide for the people back home. So most of us that are here, we're not here because we love it. Because of if the country was good, the country where we come from, if it was good or whatever, none of us is going to. Maybe we'll just come up. Maybe we'll just travel abroad just for visitation and come back home with our family. So the truth of the matter is the reason why Nigeria is going backwards and backwards because nothing is working. There is nobody on this earth. I don't know how to. Nobody can revive the country. And let me tell you something. The Nigerians understand that this country has expired and it's unworkable, it's irredeemable. The better for us. The better for us. The country, now they're talking about revolution. That's what we need in Nigeria to protest. Now, the one they had 10 days ago, they say Nigerians are just so gullible. I'm so sorry to say they're very, very gullible. All they care is just to eat. They don't even care just to eat food. That's what they care about. They don't care to have to come up and say, what? It's about time for us to take out all these people that are ruling us, that are suppressing us, that have been prohibiting us in Nigeria. Go after these people.
They are prone to surviving, not living. They like to survive, not to live.
Yeah, they have to go after these politicians. I'm telling you, most of these politicians, one time I called your program, I said most of these politicians, if you go after them into their homes, break into their homes, I tell you, there's a whole bunch of money in their house, passing down their houses that they stole from us, that have been buried in their houses. These people don't want no good for us. And because Nigeria like violence, want to use violence to follow them. Nigeria don't want anything peaceful at all. Now we're talking about the protest that just went on just about a few days ago. Now look at your so-called president. We don't even know where that man came from. We don't actually know his
mission, my brother.
We don't know where he came from. We don't even know how old he is. He's saying 72. He's 72. Why his daughter is 62. We don't know the people he went to school with. We don't know who this man is. But he's ruling you guys. He just bought a jet or whatever. He's not. See, man, this is a one-chance government. And the only way we can resist all these motherfuckers, excuse my language, is to go after them. You understand what I'm saying? And then quickly, how many people would they even kill for crying out loud? How many people would they kill? Nigeria is right, overrun for revolution. I would not take Nigeria by force. And see, the reason why it seems like nothing is working because of this protest or whatever, or revolution, maybe you might call it, is because you're not one people. The people in the north say they're hungry, but we, the IPOBs in the east, we're not hungry. We have suffered, we have gone through this all. That's back in the days, we went through suffering. Over maybe 4 or 5 million people died of starvation. $25, 25 pounds or whatever, that's what was given to us. So if the people in the north say they are suffering, they are hungry or whatever, that's the other. We're hungry. We have been through that hunger and passing. What we want is total liberation from that country called Nigeria. We don't want to be part of that country. That is why when they're doing their protests, and we're not part of it. We're not part of it. So my brother, what I'm trying to say is this: if they want to do their revolution, they should not announce it. They should come out. They should watch anytime they're going to gather in that their useless office assembly. All of those senators, when they gather, they should just come over there and go over there. You know, just go over there, round them up and catch all these people. That's what they have to do. They have to watch them. The day they will assemble in that their national assembly. The protesters should come over there and run them. If they open 1 million of them, where are they going to run to? When they catch all these people one after the other, man, the Nigeria will be on fire. That's when they know that they meant business. They should not announce when they're going to come for a revolution. God, don't make no sense to me. Lastly, my brother, before I drop, I see that man, you'll be playing his music, playing his distance sometimes. Is it, what's his name, from Kenya, right?
Lumumba.
Yeah, he's a very good analyst or whatever. The one thing about him I really don't like, I mean, everybody has their own personal opinion is this. That man, no people listens to him. Yeah. When have you seen that man come up on the audience or whatever and say, release Nnamdi Kanu or let the Biafrans go? When have you done it? That is the point I don't like about him. He likes to run his mouth and talk sweet words and people listen to him. Yes, his words are good. But let him come out and say, this man has been held over 3 years, languishing the DSS dungeon. Federal government release this man and the Biafrans say they want their own country. Let these people go. Let him go. So that's why I listen to him. He likes to talk sick on people with gather and listen because that's nonsense. This man is been suppressed for over 3 years. Have you ever seen him talk about the Biafra? Have you ever seen him talk about Nnamdi Kanu? No, he doesn't talk about it. These are the people that wants them to be part. These are the people that wants them to remain as it is today. I'm telling you the truth, my brother. Do the research and find out if what I'm saying is true or not. All these people are, see, so many people are against us from breaking out from Nigeria. So many countries. So many countries are breaking. They don't want us. They want us to be part of that country, and they know after 100 years of being with these people, it's not working. How many times have I come out and said, okay, you know what? Biafra went through a brutal genocide from 1967 to 1970. Has he ever talked about the genocide that the Biafrans went through? Has he ever talked about how Marcel is being held? Has he ever talked about, okay, listen, Nigeria government, it's about time you let this man go. Let the Biafrans go. Conduct a referendum, let them go. He has never said it. He's just talking, just be on the audience and they'll be talking about it. People will be glad for him. My brother, that's all I want to say. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for your opinion, sir. Thank you so much.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still this crazy world. People down in my fly every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You only know about it. And then man in the lamp like gold knocks on your door. Cause first things we do, that's what I'm living.
Let's have another caller. Hello, good morning. Please, can you off your YouTube? Please, if you call, you kindly off your end there so that we can hear from you. Now, let's quickly take a look at this. You see, this is Dr. Miles Moro explaining why politicians are not interested in your future, why they're interested in next election. And this is a sad reality that we are seeing in Nigeria today. Take a listen.
Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all they're interested in. That's why they cannot be leaders. But leaders are different. Leaders are concerned about the next generation. I want you to compare those two thoughts the next time you have a politician come to your house wanting to vie for your vote. Just ask him, what is your vision for my children? I will sit and listen for 20 minutes for you to tell me what it is. He will leave your house because he has no interest in your children's children. His concern is to stay in power, to keep the position, to win the next election. This is why they cannot lead. When you are going to have a conversation with a politician, you should actually try this as a test. You, by the way, as a citizen of a community, you have a right to be seen by the mayor. Hope you know that. If you voted for a mayor, the mayor works for you. Therefore, you have a right to see him. You can make an appointment to see any public officer you voted for. Did you know that? That's your legal right. If he don't want to see you, you can take him to court. That's democracy. So I want you to make an appointment to go and see your mayor or go and see your governor and just sit and say, I want 30 minutes with you, sir. Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good morning, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, my name is Deji. I'm calling from South Africa.
All right. How is South Africa, sir?
It's fine anyway. It's fine. Only we are running from police brutality and immigration.
And the best thing you people should have done is to return home. But returning home is not an option now.
So, yes.
Oh my goodness. All right, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, what happened? What they call the girl from Europe? I was talking to one of my friends this morning in Germany. I was talking about this, what the girl was saying this morning.
Okay, about the passport issue?
Yeah?
About the passport issue?
Not the passport issue. The passport issue, when I did passport here, it cost me a lot of money. Me, to do the DNA, to do the NIN cost me close to almost 150,000 to do the NIN. Then to do the passport, cost me almost 6,000 to 7,000 rands a year.
Okay.
See, 5 years. Could you imagine? And make this difficulty for us. But that's not by the way. What I'm trying to say, when I was talking to one guy this morning about this the Senate, I was telling him, I wish I was in the country and I have the monopoly power to do something. I will go there with a spray paper. Take me inside the Senate. He must go inside. I will command him to enter the Senate. He entered the Senate. I will lock that door. All of them. If you wear boxers, we are not going to wear boxers. I must go and bring a bat. You will wear. I will make sure I will spray them to their anus and their penis. So that they will stay there for 2 weeks.
But now,
I will do it every day to welcome them. And then, listen, enough is enough.
Yeah, what are you going to do now that it's not possible?
It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible. How many of them are there? Remove police, remove army, let them go to the back. Let us face this one-on-one.
Okay.
I remember one time they came here in South Africa during the xenophobia. We are inside Joburg CBD. The people came, they said they want to kill Nigerians. I was in the street that day, that morning. And they were trying to say they will kill us. We said enough is enough. We are looting our things, burning people's car, and spoiling things, and then looting our shops. They said no, they would do it. Then they are coming, their police is guiding them to come. Then what Nigeria? He goes with his car, we don't know where he came from, with his car, loaded of knives. If you see knife inside this car, you will run away. He came, make a U-turn inside the road, open the boot, come out. So everybody take knife. We all take knives. One Nigerian alone put the knife on the ground, then throw the knife up and collected it, go straight to them. Then police give away, let me face them. Only me will face them. Nothing will stop this fight now. Police know that we are many coming with that knife. Police started begging them to go back. Then just their life. Even police first of all run. Tell them to run the day. Because if we keep quiet, they will go and loot everybody's shop that day. But we overpowered them in their own country. It was shown on television. I think if you see it was in E. The E came that morning to video everything. We showed them that we cannot, we are the time, it has been long, they are doing this to us. Today is the end. So what I'm trying to say in essence, these people, if we be able to lock them there for 1 month, they will denounce the whole money they collected and bring it back to the country. Because you know these protests we are going, we say, what is peace? These people doesn't want peace. If you want peace, they go bring the counter protest. Why should we go and bring counter protest? If you know you are doing things right, why you go bring people to come and talk rubbish? Enough is enough.
That is
we can continue with that.
That is right.
That is right. Because if we never show them, most of the weekend, if I can be able to get him one-on-one, he will get his life. Every time you go drink a hot cherry, go to whiskey cherry, he starts talking like somebody every time he's drunk. Because you would tell me that these people, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know people are hungry.
They know.
A family man went to Ashtags to cook soup. It's not shameful. Show it on TV. That's it. Put it on YouTube. Oh, enough is enough. What that girl said, I saw what I wanted, what I was having in mind to tell you, and that's the only way out. I remember when I come back to Germany, when I come back to Nigeria in Germany, I think that was 2000. Yes, 2000. January. The time they want to bring this Sharia law. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yes, I was in nowhere. So our street is Royce Road, 155 Royce Road. My car parked there, but I didn't live there. I live in the World Bank. So early morning, the riot starts. Somebody called me. They take Okada, come and call me, say they are fighting there. So I should come and remove my car in our house. So I came. The car is not starting. Go back. He says, Oscar, we have to push it from there. Down, place we push this car. Some boys. We push the car there because I came with another car. I push it down there, leave it. I come back. In my present, I see one boy from Emmanuel College. They use this arrow to shoot the boy. The boy died there. He didn't face me personally. He faced me personally. I told the people there that, I went to Igbo Technical School. I know what to do. Those guys think I'm joking. I told them, I give them money to go buy fuel. To go buy, I think it's 25-liter fuel. I asked them to buy. I give them money to go buy fuel. I give them money to go buy knockout. They go buy knockout. Come with the knockout. I'm telling you the truth. If they go arrest you, I hate the Muslims. Let me be honest to you. When they came, there's a place that's selling bottle. They say, go bring us Ekpa bottle, Ekpa wine bottle. They bring it, all of them. They clean it nicely. And that go. I open them. Pour some food inside it. Put some stones and some nail inside it. Wrap it on the mouth. Put it knockout 3 or 4. all of them. Tell them, let's go upstairs because we live in upstairs. The last floor is where I live. We went there, we wait till the land get to the point that nobody to control it anymore. I told them, now we have these matches. Put the dog out home. Do it to our state. We all did it. Amazon got fired immediately. They started running. No, it's not this thing is what you have to do. We know what to do, but we're just keeping quiet. Who are they to hold Nigeria? Around 50 people, 100 people hold Nigeria ransom. This man now, people are ransom, people are kidnapped. He ended up going to France to do what? Is he where he's governor?
It's so pathetic, my brother.
They call on hostage. Everybody, nobody talk. When you vote them, I said, you don't come with the gun, but police come with gun. What sort of nonsense is that? Have you seen them? The police came with gun. Police come with only what I can. Or they came with this stick and the glass to cover their face. But they're shooting people. And then they say they don't. And they're not hungry. When they see common man going on the street, they start harassing him, asking money for it, asking him to get money. Roger me. If they're comfortable with their life, why are they asking the commerce is going on the street for money? They are coming to rig election. Let us be realistic. They are coming to rig this election. They are coming to do all this nonsense, take each jobs. At the end of the day, they pound out to the pharmacies. Now we are trying to say we don't want this, we don't want this. They are supporting the government. Every day we're talking one thing. Every day we're saying one thing. What kind of these people? Okay, now they go to a jail office. They go to arrest a jail. Everything is treason. What is treason? They know what the police know the truth of treason.
You know it's not going to work. It's not.
Every time treason. You do this treason. When you talk with man, treason. What is they don't know what treason. If treason,
they don't know.
Not making when he just good luck from the office.
They don't know what treason is. They are throwing treason like pure water. It's all right, my brother. Make sure you are.
They commit atrocity in the country. They do whatever they like. They don't care. The masses. They don't care about anything because they wear uniform. How can somebody tell you to go and kill your own brother? You want to kill him. In the name of serving the country. Are you serving the country? These people, we voted them to serve us, not we serving them. Somebody will win the election, somebody will stay somewhere, say congratulations to him. On what reason? Nigeria, we are far from development. Somebody built a road with your own money. You have only had any task. He built a road. You are telling congratulations to him. Dancing. Not done on earth. It's our money. He must give account of that road. How much did you spend to build the road? Sometimes they go there, they put a bitumen and the concrete and go. First rain, the road spoil. They say they build the road. Nobody hold accountable. The money gone. Somebody went and say you want to buy a SUV to go to the village because the road is not good. Then why are you voting? Why do we vote with them? It's an insult. They don't mind when they're saying, when they're talking, they don't reason. I thought you're talking like an animal. Mika is talking like a madman somewhere else. You don't tell your wife as a call to the bar or what, I don't know. You say they're dancing because you know what you want to do with it. A lot of impunity. You're looking for Yahoo people. When there's the main Yahoo is in the office there. Who is Yahoo? My brother, if you keep on talking about Nigeria, the night will not come. I'm telling you the gospel. The night will not come. You can't finish it. Useless country with useless people of useless ambition. The other day, you said to us, he must buy player for the president. His life is more important than any other person in the country. Who is Tinubu? What is his qualification? Where did he go to school? Who is his mother? Who is his brother? Where did he come from? He come from the moon or from the sun. How can somebody give a certificate of a school never been open? And you accept him to be the president? What do you think? Things need to be done. I'm telling you. Enough is enough.
It's all right, sir.
I wish I will call if anybody I got, I will call him alive. If I did not pay him, I will call him alive. Tomorrow, so others will learn a lesson from here. Look at Imo State. I remember before 2000 when I came back from jail. We go to village in the night and come back early in the morning. We travel, but no problem. Nobody harass you on the road. But these days, they can't even do it because of selfish interest of somebody. It's unfair, really unfair. What are we doing here? We're doing nothing here. Every month, people are dying. There's no place coming to Nigeria with no carry cops. 2 or 3 or 4 Nigerians from here every day. I'm telling you the truth. People are dying because of high blood pressure, stress. Most ends like don't have money to pay rent. You started going up and down. Committing yourself to do. If you didn't work, to go and play game. If they get the loss, if they get one fun, next thing is dying. You know, this person was checking his gate. He died inside the car. You think it's the truth? Go there instead. I'm telling you the ghost. I'm not lying to you, my brother. I have to tell you the truth. Even somebody telling me you want to come to South Africa, then don't come. Stay there. We come here, we made a mistake. If you say Nigeria here, I'm telling you, if this person, somebody tells you are or the way you speak, this is my problem. Because of poverty. That is the reason what government costs. Government is okay, it can come here. Yes, everybody. No, what you call him? This man called the hope for so. He said after he win election, he will send them 400,000 to abroad to look for to work. Work for where? Did you have a job abroad? Want to send them to slave? Did you have any factory there? By the way, what is your job before getting into the government? Common driver to hope to I know him very, very well. He's a common driver to Borisibeke. From our place to Borisibeke is not far. He's a driver. He's a common driver. If you don't know, let me tell you. He's a common driver to Borisibeke. He's from Mumuma.
It's all right, sir. We have exhausted our time. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in, fans. Let's also tune in the evening to discuss most important matters affecting our country and the way forward to that matter. Please do join us at midnight today. We'll be live. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Let me start with you, Deji. 10 days of rage, that's how it was described, and that's how long the protests lasted. What do you think they achieved, and what did they fail to achieve?
I think by and large we've achieved to reinforce the fundamental right to freedom of assembly in our country, and the Nigerians are not slaves in their country, and that we are not a conquered people, because it was almost appearing that Nigeria was an annex of the Bola Tinubu empire, and many of the traditional rulers who had gone to pay homage in the presidential villa, and also traditional religious leaders, you know, and who were now trying to compel people not to protest. It was beginning to look like a monarchy. But on August 1st, 2024, we proved to the Nigerian people that we are not a conquered people, and that we do not cower in the face of intimidation, threats, and harassment. In fact, the security architecture in the country practically was threatening the entire nation that they must not protest, you know. But we proved it. The protests did happen. The protests are not yet over. So people who are in government or supporters or sympathizers of government should not celebrate yet. Nigeria is like the Titanic. Nigeria is going through unimaginable turbulence. The only people who are having a good time are those who are in government or sympathizers of those who are in government. If you look all around us, people are wearing different kinds of life jackets just to barely survive. You know, businesses are folding up daily. Even international businesses are exiting the country. When we, the protesters, we asked for rice. We never at any point asked for rice in the course of the good governance protest, but the government was sharing rice. Even before the protest, during the protest, and after the protest, we asked for an improved security architecture for the country. The government is sharing rice. We asked that they bring back subsidy. The government is sharing rice. We asked that they amend the constitution to have a people-oriented constitution, because this particular constitution was written by the military. They just gathered together and wrote the constitution. We asked for a people-oriented constitution. They are sharing rice. The people asked for cheaper fuel and that the refineries in the country should work. They share rice. So rice sharing is not the solution to our economic, societal, and political problem. We asked